Good morning, everybody. I'm going to go over a quick little rundown of the different trading platforms I use and also why I think it's important to have more than one platform. I'm going to use today, for example, Robinhood. I'm also going to use TD Ameritrade, which I have here. I'm going to use webull, and I'm going to use cashapp. These are the four platforms that I personally have used for the last 2 years, and I'm going to tell you why I diversify amongst all of them and what the benefits to each one I kind of feel are. Now, I'm going to kick this off with Robinhood. It's probably the most common, well known one amongst retail investors or people who are looking to just jump in and get in some in and out trading. This is my actual Robinhood account. I don't have a whole lot of money in it at the moment. I kind of took a bunch out before December and went to some other platforms, and we're going to kind of go over that and what I'm going to end up doing with Robinhood. So, some things I like about Robinhood, the interface is easy on the eyes. It's nice to kind of look over. It's easy to find stuff that you're looking for on it for sure. So we can see here, we can search whatever stocks we need. You can have a nice diversified list of all of your favorite stocks. One of the nice things to look at is right here, your top movers for the day. If you click on this, open it up, you can sort these by price. You can sort them by gains. We can see here, biggest losers, biggest winners. These are stocks that you might not normally see in the news or online or on Reddit or wherever. So those always are nice to look at in the morning and check those out as well. One thing I do like about it is it's easy to trade stocks. We can look at something like Denison Mines. We can come in here and buy these. It's very easy. You can buy it in dollars if you're a fractional trader, which I am. I don't have to buy an entire share, which is nice. I can do limit orders, stop loss, stop limits, trailing. All of these options are great for making sure you don't lose all of your money, which is awesome. Buying the dip, selling the high. So I do like Robinhood for that. The one thing that I use Robinhood for more than anything is its actual options view. I do like this a lot. So I'm going to pull up a different one than them because they don't have a whole lot of options on the docket there. Let's just pull up uh, AMC, for example. We can pull up the options list here. This updates rather quickly when the market is live. I do like the fact that it shows you the strike price and the break even price, the percentage to break even. I do like all of this right here. And when you open it up, it breaks down the rest of the data pretty well, the open interest volume. All of that stuff makes it quite easy to navigate and know exactly what you're getting into. And buying them is super simple. You just click it, next, how many you want, tells you when your option expires. You can set your limit price. It's very easy to buy and sell options on Robinhood. I do prefer that definitely. Um, so that's one reason I keep Robinhood around. I like to watch that. I like to buy options on Robinhood. It is very easy to navigate. Buying stocks on it is also easy to navigate. But there is something that it is missing, which if you're just using Robinhood alone, you're going to want, which is alerts. Which brings me to my next option here, Webull. This is my open Webull platform. This is Webull for desktop. So what I like about Webull, I like the candlestick view. It's far superior to the Robinhood view. I like the fact that we can put in all the different drawings and line styles. We can grid them up, run 4 different stocks. We can run 2 different stocks at one time, just focus on a single one. I like the watch lists on here as we can populate this with a lot more. On my other computer, I have a full list here of watch lists that I like. I also like that you can see the open markets when it's open. This will be populated full of data with stocks that are going up and down, biggest losers, biggest gainers, all that stuff. What I don't like as much about Webull is the options trading is a little bit more difficult to navigate, and honestly, the stocks are a little bit more difficult to navigate. If we're being completely honest here, let me see if we can. I'm not logged in on this computer, but it is more difficult to buy your options. Now here you can obviously that buying and selling single trades is pretty easy, but their options chart is not as straightforward as the Robinhood chart. And I also found that it was slightly delayed when you were trying to purchase the options on limit orders. So I'd be setting them in there, and I'm just going to pull this up and say, for instance, we'll go back to AMC and just the options chain here. This might be 71 cents on this $5 call. And on webull, you'll put in 0.71, but it's actually a little bit behind, so it doesn't fill the order. So I did find that I was going back to Robinhood, looking at what the actual price was, because Robinhood seemed to be more on the money at the exact time I was looking at it than webull, especially on higher volatility stocks. Now, if that stock's kind of trading sideways, you're probably going to be okay. But if you were looking to jump into something, in this area and just trade on the day, man, you could be sitting there, your position's not filling, the stock's going up 1%, 2%, 3%, just rocketing up. You're losing out on money because of that little bit of a delay. So I didn't like that as much. But one thing that I do use webull for, and I have it on my phone for alerts, my desktop for alerts, is actual alerts. Let me pause this and see if I can log in real quick. All right, we got logged in here. So I'm going to go to my alert. Now, this is on Neo, obviously, because that's the stock that we were sitting on. What I like to do is you can set your price above a certain price, also your price below a certain price. You can also do a percentage change or a volume change, and you can have this repeat once per day, once per minute, or unlimited. Now, if you're like me and you work another job and you're not always sitting in front of a computer, once per minute, you're probably going to miss that notification. It's not that loud on my phone. I put it on unlimited. That sucker will just keep going off if this is something that you really need to watch. Also, price movement, sharp rise, sharp fall, new highs, new lows. All of these things are great to have if you are watching stocks and you're not always by your computer, and you want to know what's going on with them. Sometimes I'll just buy one and say, all right, if it goes up, 6%, I'm gonna take my profits and dip on a quick day trade. So I do love that for webull. Webull has that option. Robinhood does not have that option. Cashapp does not have that option. TD Ameritrade does not have that option. So the alerts are awesome. Now I also have a different app on my phone that will give me stock alerts, but I do like using and setting it up within webull for that, for sure. Um, I also did subscribe to Level 2 order book at one time. It was all right. I mean, I'm not that serious into it, so it wasn't super helpful to me to have that data. But I do like the candlestick data that you get here, and learning how to read these candlesticks is important if you're going to get into the day trade section. So I do find that quite helpful. Like I said, now we can see all the markets here as I logged in. We can see all the changes here. I mean, hell, if you had bought into this guy, 102% gain one day on whatever the hell that stock is, Wunong Net Technology. Now, these things aren't something that you're going to see. Sometimes you'll see them bump. First thing in the morning, pre-market's way up. Be careful you don't get trapped in pre-market. By the way, it can be a son of a bitch. Webull does allow you to trade 4 a.m. to I think 9 p.m. Eastern time, so that is the full pre-market. Robinhood only lets you trade from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., which is a little bit more after hours. When I first got into stocks, I was buying them pretty much on Cash App because it was easy and I didn't know a whole lot about it, and I got absolutely murked in after hours. You close your account, you're like, wow, I'm way up, doing awesome, and then you open that sucker up, the next day, and you're down like $600. So be careful in after hours and pre-market. You can get absolutely murked. Now, the next one I'm going to go into here is TD Ameritrade, which I have open here. It's a little bit more confusing in the layout, I think. I go to my account, I can go to my positions. You can see I have a couple holdings here that are not doing great. I honestly don't know what I did. I put like $7 into this thing because it's a really inexpensive penny stock. So I'm not really concerned of what it does, but I do like to just do that sometimes to see if it goes up and makes me $7 turns into $12 down the road. It's just something I had in my account. You can do see your options and stuff here. Closing out a position, if I wanted to sell it, I find it a little bit more difficult. You kind of have to know what you're going for. So your sell action, how many, sits it at 100. I don't have 100 of these to sell usually, and this one I actually do. Let's say I were to close out this guy here. It kind of auto fills it for you. Doesn't tell me how many I want to sell. Then you got to know your limit price you're putting in, time in force, day plus extended. So it's a little bit more, I don't know, it's not as easy for just a layman to do, especially if you're going to go in there and try to buy an option. You've got to fill all this in. So let's say we want to look at AMC options, type that in, hit the options chain, pull it up, and here we can see, I can't even make this bigger, which is annoying, so annoying. We have to change to all strike prices, expiration, we just leave it on there, and we can kind of see where it's at. This is the bid and the ask, but we don't get any more information outside of that. We have to click it. We have to look here. We've got our kind of our open interest and implied volatility and so on and so forth. Then we have to make sure that we're buying to open, how many contracts we want, the strike price, and then we have to put in the price. It doesn't even fill it with a limit price, and on market won't let us buy on market. It has to be a limit. So I don't even know why they have those there for a lot of those. So I do find this one to be a little bit more complicated to use. But what I end up doing is I take this information from Robinhood and I go, all right, I know it's 71 cents, $5 call. It's the same across the board. No matter what trading platform you use, that price is always the same. That is the market price. So I can come in here and say, all right, well, I'm going to put this in here, $5 strike price, and I'm going to put in, my 74 cents or whatever it ends up being, and I can send the order that way to make sure it gets filled. So I do have that. Now, Ameritrade does allow you to trade OTC stocks, which are pink slip stocks. You're not going to find that on Robinhood. You're not going to find that on webull. And I kind of started this Ameritrade account during the whole Hertz saga. I had about $4,000 tied up in Hertz and Cash App that they were just kind of holding on to for a while. So I was going to transfer it over to Ameritrade so that I could hang on to it till it went up a little bit more and sell it. But at the end of the day, I still do have an Ameritrade account. Another difference between these two here, Robinhood will give you instant access to up to $1,000 of your deposit. TD Ameritrade will also do that as well. Sometimes Robinhood does have margin trading. TD Ameritrade has margin trading. So that's going to bring me to the last option here that I have. I'm going to pull up a little video. Give me 1 second. Is my Cash App. Now, Cash App does have some cool features, biggest daily movers. These are pertaining to only the stocks that are on Cash App, which is a lot of popular stocks. Some of them you wouldn't know were there, but you can see the ups and downs for those. I do like to check those in the morning and kind of see what's going on with those stocks. I don't always have them on the same trend list as my other apps. Here you've got most traded monthly. That doesn't generally change too often. And then you've got your nice favorites list of stocks that you follow. The interface is easy to use, so I do like that about Cash App. It is simple. Here you can see kind of the portfolio where I'm down in Tilray, $621 on Friday, which kind of sucks. That's for the day. But I do, their charts are slow. It's a very dumbed down version of trading. But what I do like about it is that you can buy and sell stocks instantly. You can transfer money from your checking account instantly. You can sell your stocks today, right now, when the market's open. And that money goes directly into your Cash App account, which you can then transfer directly to your bank. For a small fee, you can get it right now, or you can wait, a day for it to transfer for free. So Cash App definitely has an advantage there over the other ones, but you don't get a lot of the other stocks that people do like to trade and you'll see calls for. So keep that in mind.
All right, another difference here is the settlement period. If you're using webull, Robinhood, Ameritrade, E-Trade, all of those guys are going to have a 2-day settling period between the time you sell the stock and the time you can withdraw the money from that sale. You can still trade it within the platform. You just cannot withdraw it. So Cash App does allow you to pull it right out. So keep that in mind. Another thing that I like about having multiple trading platforms is, since I don't maintain $25,000 or more dollars in an account, the pattern day trader rule does apply. You can make 3-day trades within a 5-day rolling period, which means if I buy and sell a stock today, that takes away 1. If I buy and sell 3 different times the same stock, it takes away all 3 of my day trades, and I can't trade him for 5 trading days. That weekend days do not count. So having 4 platforms to trade on will actually give me 12 day trades. It does not care that you have other platforms. It's individually brokerage by brokerage. So you could actually day trade 12 times within the 5-day rolling period. So that's cool to have the ability to do as well. So keep that in mind. I do recommend that you guys definitely, if you're going to just trade on one platform, open your mind up and look at some other ones for more information, because in the stock market, it really just comes down to information. The more information you have, the smarter trades that you can make, so on and so forth. So if you have some questions about some of these platforms, how to use them, which ones you should go to, definitely leave a comment below. I've been into this trading game for about 2 years. I've made some money. I've lost some money. I don't want anyone to suffer big losses on bad information. So I'm going to try to keep this realistic, because I'm a fairly realistic trader. I will oftentimes make trades with $50 or $100 that I would definitely consider a casino trade. Just throwing it all out there, betting all on 00, hoping to hit a quick hit. But a lot of times my plays are going to be a little more reasonable. If you can take $1,000 and look for 2 to 4 to 5% gains on a daily basis, definitely can build your account that way, nice and slow. And it doesn't seem like much now, but that compounds. And if you can get 2, 3, 4% a day, and you do that 5 days a week, 20 days a month, that adds up pretty quick because it's compounding. So keep that in mind if you're going to invest. If you need to make some quick money, just know one thing: be prepared to lose all of it. There's big risk, big reward, but don't get stuck on the emotional roller coaster and lose all of your savings or your rent money or your Taco Bell money. Play it smart, be out there, get the small gains, take your profits, don't get too greedy. If you're up 20% on a stock one day, sell it. Wait for the dip. They always dip. Look at every chart. Every single chart looks like this. Every single chart. It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. You could take this same stock. Say, I love NEO. Sell it at 64. Buy it at 56. Same amount of money, more shares. Sell it again, 64. Buy it again, 57. Keep doing that. Keep turning the profits. So leave me some comments below. Like or subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of different content this year than what I was doing before. So I have comedy videos. I've got small business videos. I do run two small businesses here. I'm going to do some investing stuff, some other stuff. So I'm going to really expand my content this year and try to help some people out. The last year was a shit show. Let's make 2021 great. So we'll see you next time.